Finally, I am getting hands-on with the Titanium ProPilot X Kermit, one of my favorite watches from last year. This is a green dial watch that is the color of Kermit the Frog. It's made out of titanium. It's based on the ProPilot, which I already really liked, and then they did a collaboration with Kermit, which I love. It's a collaboration watch that I think is really well done. So let's take a look at the Kermit ProPilot from Oris. So Saltzman have lent me another watch that I have been dying to get my hands on. It's one of my favorite releases from the last 2 years. This is the Kermit ProPilot from Oris. I've had conversations with other YouTubers and other collectors about this watch, and I just think it's something very different, however, at the same time, sort of familiar. Let me explain. So you have this green dial that is a very bright green, not something that you see every day on the face of a watch. However, it's not incredibly distracting. It's just a little bit of color on your wrist. This is a collaboration watch with Kermit the Frog and the Muppets and Disney and all of that. However, you don't know that until you actually look at that face, at the face of Kermit the Frog at the 6 o'clock, and that's only one day a month. So on the first of every month is Kermit Day. This is something that's really only for you. Also, what they did here is they put it in a very modern watch. This is a very modern watch. It's a watch that I've always considered purchasing. I really love the skeletonized version of this watch with the 10-day, I think it's a 10-day movement in it. This is the caliber 400, which gets a 5-day movement and 10-year service interval, and I think it's a 10-year warranty on it as well. It's automatic. This was lent in by Saltzman, so if you're interested in this watch or any Oris, Tag Heuer, Tissot, any of those brands, check out their website. I'll put a link, a direct link to this watch down below. They have this in stock. And like I said, it was one of my favorite watches in the past few years. I really do like this watch a lot. This is an all titanium as well. So this has an all titanium case and bracelet. The crown, the case back is see-through, so it has a sapphire crystal, but I believe the case back is also in titanium as well. The bracelet is phenomenal on these watches. Very modern. Again, take a look at that. The end link sort of integrates with the case really well. It's not really an integrated bracelet watch. When you look at it on the face of things, it looks like one, but technically, I'm pretty sure you could actually fit a regular strap to this watch. If I'm wrong, add a comment down below, but I believe I am right. It's a pilot themed watch, so that bezel is basically a turbine. It looks like a turbine. It doesn't turn or anything like that, but it looks like one. And then again, you have that same sort of grip on the crown. Looks very cohesive. I really like the design of this watch. And then, of course, you have that seat belt release for the buckle, which is phenomenal as well. It just says lift on there, close it. Very satisfying clicks with this, and it looks good too. It just looks cool. Looks different from other watches, and it sort of is in line with the shape of the links as well. So this is a 3-link bracelet. I guess you would call it an oyster style bracelet, but it's definitely not. The caliber 400 is a very good looking movement. It's sort of Bauhaus in design. It's very industrial, so you're not getting incredible finishing or all different types of finishing. It's just industrial looking, but it's a really nice industrial look. The date here is probably the reason why you would buy this watch, or not probably, definitely the reason why you would buy this watch. Every other day of the month, except for the first, you have just a normal date wheel that is color matched. However, on the first, that is Kermit Day, and there's a little Kermit in there smiling back at you. The dial is a little bit hard to read. You have that bright green, and then the indices are printed on. They're in a white color. The hands are in a silver color. They're brushed. You have lume on them. That's the hour and minutes, which are sort of sword hands. And then you have a needle second hand. There is no lume on that. I wish there was a little bit of lume on there. You have a very large crown on here. It's over 7 millimeters. Thickness is around 11.7 millimeters, somewhere in that range. It's a 39 millimeter watch. I've measured it in a few different positions. It's around 39.2 millimeters is what I've measured. And then you have a 46.7 millimeter lug span. On the bracelet, a little bit bigger, measuring in at around 50 millimeters and change, so 50.5, somewhere in that range. Price on this watch comes in at around $4,600. You do get the Caliber 400 with the 10-year warranty and 5-day power reserve. It's also a collaboration with Kermit the Frog. It's also in titanium. You do get to see the movement. You have that trick date window with the Kermit Day. There's just a lot that goes into it. 100 meters of water resistance. The beautiful bracelet. I think it's worth every penny of the $4,600. I think it's a really good price, and you're getting a lot for your money with this watch. It's a really fun watch. It's definitely not your first watch, although you could wear this as an only watch if you are that big of a fan of the green. Now, it's a pretty bright green. It may not go with every outfit or every situation. That's something definitely to keep in mind. On my wrist today is the Seiko 5 Sports GMT field watch that I recently purchased directly from Japan. They were supposed to send me a white dial. They sent me a black dial instead, which I wasn't very, very happy about. But this black dial has really grown on me, and I think it's a really good looking watch. It's a very good everyday watch that I wish had sapphire crystal, but that's my major complaint with this GMT. There is the Oris ProPilot X Kermit on my 7.5 inch wrist. Like I was saying before, 39 millimeters or just over 39 millimeters, not including those crown guards and the large 7 millimeter crown. However, I think it wears really well on my wrist. You have about a 47 millimeter lug span and just over or just under 12 millimeter thickness. I think it looks great. I think this is just a fun watch that feels really good on your wrist. A very comfortable watch and just original idea, original design, and it's a collaboration watch that doesn't have like a giant Kermit on the dial. They did it very discreetly, and the color really works as just an everyday watch if you want to wear a very bright green everyday watch. Lume is not going to blow you away on this watch, but it's really not about the lume here. It is a sports watch, so you do get lume. You have lume on the hands, not on the indices themselves, but you have little dots of lume. You have 2 dots at the 12 o'clock for orientation, and then there is no lume on the second hand. Of course, I want to see lume on the second hand. Again, I always bring that up, but that's what they went with, and I think it looks really good either way, and the fact that it has lume is a little bit of a bonus. This is a sports watch, so 100 meters of water resistance is basically a go anywhere, do anything type of watch. The non-collaboration versions of this, which Saltzman also carry, are great everyday watches, but this does work as an everyday watch if you're okay with that green dial, and you would have to be okay with that, but I think it looks great. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. Again, Saltzman have this in stock. If you are interested in this watch or any Oris, definitely check out their website. They carry Oris, Tissot, Tag Heuer, a bunch of the brands that we talk about here on my channel. I believe Citizen as well. Definitely check out their website. Tell them Watch Chris sent you. I very much appreciate it. Anyway, guys, thank you for logging on. I'll catch you guys in the next video.